Who is this Jack person?
Dame Trot's boy, Your Majesty.
Dame Trot, the dairy woman?
Yes.
Oh, but she hasn't even paid her rent.
Because you never pay for the milk.
So explain what a pantomime is, because a lot of people here in Canada think that that's like you're miming with your hands.
No, it did start off like that in Italy in the 14th, 15th century, but then it travelled across Europe and it got added to and everything. So it's actually a base of a fairy story. So you would take Cinderella or Jack and the Beanstalk and you add music to it, dance, there's lots of comedy. Main sort of criteria is that it has audience interaction. And so you'll get lots of funny lines like, oh no it isn't. And
oh then, yes it is.
Exactly, you're a wee Scot, so you know this. And we get people down to sing if they wish to, we don't force them. And there's always a baddie and a goodie. And then there's always a princess and a handsome hero. But the strange thing about pantomime is that the lead lady, the dame, is always played by a man. And the lead man, the prince, is always played by a lady.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I always think that's so funny.
It is, but I think it originated from the days where women weren't allowed on stage, and so the men used to dress up as women, and then when eventually the women did come on stage, they kind of dressed them up as a man, and they are always, always in fishnet stockings and high heel boots. So, yeah.
Dames are always funny anyway. So this is Jack and the Beanstalk this year. So how many years have you been running as a... like doing pantomimes?
The pantomimes have been here for 5 years. They asked me because I was a Brit, would I do it because there were lots of British here, and they also wanted to extend that experience to the Canadians, and I said yes, and so I've been directing them for this is my 5th one, 5 years.
Okay, so how long has the Vision Theatre been running, do you know?
That I believe, and I'm probably going to get this all wrong, and there's lots of people out there I'm sure will know more, but I think it was the 1980s or the 1990s. I really wouldn't be able to say 100%.
Okay, so Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yes.
Dates and times.
They are the 5th, 6th, 7th, that's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturdays and Sundays have 2 p.m. matinees. Only Saturday has the 7 p.m. matinee. And it also runs the 12th, 13th, 14th. You've caught me on the hop now.
Oh, that's okay.
the first 2 weekends in December.
Okay,
yeah.
And how much are tickets?
They're 15 for adults, 10 for children.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where would people find tickets?
You can get them online on our website, Cochrane Vision Theatre.com, and you can buy them at Fabutan on 57 West Arsby Road, Cochrane, and you can also get them at Tony's Western Wear from a very kind gentleman there. Michael always helps us out, and that's in the main street where Mackay's ice cream shop is. Everyone knows that one.
Mackay's. You say it the way I say it myself. Other people say it differently. I say, no, it's Mackay's. It's spelled Mackay's.
It's Mackay.
Yes. And you've got a mix of adults and kids in the show.
Oh yes, we loved that. The very first one 5 years ago, we had one little lady who was 3, and we had a gentleman who was 73. So we try to capture the whole community. We don't care if you've acted, you haven't acted at all, or you've been in, we've got 1 or 2 that have done film parts and things. So we just like to open up the whole experience to the community, and if you don't want to be on stage, then we love to have people who help backstage, making scenery, costumes, anything. So every year in July we always put in the paper and advertise. And it doesn't matter if you can paint a wall in a kitchen, you can paint our scenery. So,
perfect.
Yeah.
So what would you say to people who have never seen a pantomime before?
Come open-minded.
There's a lot of tongue-in-cheek jokes there that some of them can go over our
They
heads,
are,
but
yeah.
they're really, really funny.
Yeah, it's very funny, and all of the people in Cochrane, Canadian or otherwise, they now come up and say, hey, what's the next panto? And they love the interaction, and as I say, there's something for everybody. And some of the jokes go way over the children's heads, thank goodness, and the adults get them. And then there's something for the children as well, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and website one last time.
CochraneVisionTheatre.com.
Okay, good luck on it, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Lovely, and everybody out there, just come and have a good time. Oh, yes, you will.
Oh, yes, you will. Thank you.